Okay, I'm just sharing my screen. Okay, so can you able to see my screen?
Yeah, I can able to see.
Okay, so let's go with that. So I'm just opening to the SAP system. Okay, I'm just I want to show that how to use that the SAP login pad and all. So as we discussed about that, we need client ID and username, password, and if it is from the different countries, the language we can use. Okay, so the language, whatever the language you are using, based on the language only, it will be logged. The information will be displayed based on the language. Suppose I'm just planning to, I'm just entering my username and password. Okay, I'm just entering that in English. Okay, so in case if you want in the different language, suppose ZH, if it is already the language which is there already, then it will come in the respective language. So ZH is the Chinese language. Okay, so like whatever the language you are logging that, it will show you in the same language. Okay, clear? Okay, so we are using that English, we can use en. Okay, if we are using in the different language, suppose let's say I'm using in the Germany language, so I just entering that language code which is DE, then what will be happen, it will come in the German language. You can see the German language which is, so like whatever the language code you know, that language code you can enter. Okay, clear? This is the basic concept of the SAP logon. Okay, and uh, if you are using that, okay, if you are using that different client, okay, then what you need to do, you have to be change the language, the client ID. Suppose let's say my my other server which is live, my server other server was which is different client. If suppose I'm just connecting this client, if suppose this is the 100 client, if I'm trying to log into the 800, it won't work because they configured only 800. They configured the client. This is the 800 was the education related client ID. Okay, and if it is I'm just this system server was logging into the 100 client. Okay, so I can use the 100 client. So this is the 100 client for the EWM system, which is a different system. Okay, and this is the EC system which uh, they are designed for the 800. Okay, so where I can see this one actually. Okay, so where I can see this one, you can see here where we can see in you can see in the there is a configuration. Okay, there is a configuration you can see. Okay, you can see here there is a server, this is the system ID details. Okay, or you can go to SCC4 where you can see that here the IDs are there, different IDs are there. So 800 is the which is connected to this logical system. So this logical system you can see here, the information you can see here, 800 was connected, EWM user ID which is connected this 800 client. Okay, EHE8, the system ID was EHE8. So like the client IDs are different client IDs, they are designed. Clear? So when you are started your project, you must be know that which client they are configured. Okay, based on that ID only, the client ID only, you have to be configure, you have to be login and you have to be operate that. Clear? Any questions? Any questions?
No questions.
Okay, so depends on the different systems, depends on the different systems, it will be the different client IDs also, or it may be same client IDs, it depends on the system. Okay, so I'm suppose this is a different system, if it is S4 HANA system. Okay, so here you can see that you can log in whatever user ID and password with the client ID 100. So it is designed as per the basis consultant. The server guy, how he configured the system client ID, based on that it will works. So either it may be, it will works with 200, 200, 300, 400, 500, 800, but it should be configured. It should be already designed. Then only it will be work. Clear?
So we always get the like client ID and everything from the server guy, right?
Yeah. So whoever they are providing the server guy, they will provide the this client ID and the username passwords. Okay. Okay, clear.
And
So
we can
from,
change the password also.
yeah, password also they will give. Okay, you can reset the password. Okay, you can use that. In case if you forgot that password, continuously if you are entering wrong password 3 times, the ID was locked.
Okay.
Okay, so if it is locked, then what will be happen? You cannot able to you cannot able to log in the system even if they are reset the password. So they have to be unlock the system. So for that what they will do, they will go to, okay, they will go to where they will go, they will go to the SU01. So this is the user master, they are creating that your user ID. So my user ID is EWM user 39. So EWM user 39. So I'm just going to there and see the display. I can see that my entire information. So in the real time, what will be happen? The user, whoever they are using, their name will be there. Their name, department, function, telephone number, mobile number, all these numbers and all, it will be there here. Okay. Then in the login data, okay, you can see that this user type. Okay. Sometimes what will be happen? System user IDs also will be there. Why we need system user IDs? Because automatic functionalities will be there. Some automatically it will be creating the transactions. Automatically it will generate the reports. Okay, some background jobs will be there. We will discuss later. But those cases they will be using this system user type. But if we are normal user, it will be dialog user only. Okay, clear? Clear? And the parameters and the roles, it is assigned here. The parameters and roles here are assigned. What is the role? What is the meaning of role? So you are the MM consultant. So you don't need to be create the sales orders. You don't need to be create the production orders. You don't need to be create the plant maintenance orders and the financial related, right? So they will assign the roles to you. Okay, that role tell you that you what authorizations you have. You can, okay, so whether you can able to create the purchase orders, or you can able to change the purchase order, or you can display only display access, or okay, whether you can give approvals to the any of the purchase orders. So like different roles they will assign here. Okay, clear? So based on the roles and profile, they will create the profile and they provide a role. Based on that only you will be having the access. So here my profile was SAP underscore all. So this is the testing server, na? This is the educational related testing server. They have provided all the access. You can do financial transactions, you can do sales transactions, you can do production transactions. But in real time, they will create a material management have the separate profile, finance have the separate profile, production have the separate profile. So only the respective transactions only they are assigned to that profile. That profile is assigned to this user IDs. Okay, clear? Is it clear? Any questions here?
No questions.
Okay, so if you double click on that, okay, I'll just show you. In double click on that, they are giving that what profiles they are giving to you. So all it will show you here. Invoice, inventory manager, purchase, storage related, all related they will provide here. Okay, so you can check that what authorization objects they are assigned to you. So if my authorization objects, like suppose let's say purchase order. Okay, so to be searching the all the object name. So the technical object name they must be aware about it. So or else I'll just search like MM, see if we can find something. See here, it is not here. Okay, maybe you have to go which object they are assigned. Okay, here they are not assigned individual objects, right? So if there is an individual object, you can easily identify that. Okay, so if it is deletion of financial related master agreements, okay, all this it will show you here. Okay, so financial related and risk management, controlling all the areas, it is like depends on the profile what they created. Clear? Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, so they will assign here the roles here. Any okay, I'll just show you any of the one example to deep inside. Maybe I'll just to check we can identify something which is, so suppose authorization check for the security monitoring. So what they will do, they will go inside of that and they will check that, okay, this activity log type. Okay, so when there is a star, that means you can access to all the type of the security related. Okay, if it is something they are entered, the value they entered, then only those values related only you can able to access. So like it depends on the what they assign to you. Okay, again what they are assigned to you, depends on that it will be work. Okay, clear? Okay, so let's go back to this is the way we can see, and if there is a profile, again individually roles also they will assign. They will create individual roles and they will assign here. And the parameters like default parameters like okay, that also it will be updated here. Suppose let's say the one activity you have the access but others don't have the access. So but everyone have the authorization but they cannot able to approve. So in that case they can put that parameter ID, what ID they can approve, the higher level approve, the second level approve, like parameters they can do that. Okay, so now come to that. Here you can see that all the information, user related information. Okay, so when you are logging to this one, you can see here there is a lock unlock. Okay, so the top you can see that lock unlock. Okay, so if it is click on this one, it will be locked. If it is click on this one, unlocked. Okay, but if you have the if it is already locked, then someone have to be unlocked, because you don't have, right, you cannot able to log in that, right, because it's already locked. So the user ID already locked, so it is not possible to log in from your end. So you have to use some other user ID to unlock that. Okay, and also the same thing which is like change password also. If you want to be change the password, you can change password. Okay, if you want to be change the password, you can reset the password here. Okay, clear? So this is the transaction code of SU01. What is the transaction code? SU01. I said na, every operation, every activity you can do with the transaction code. That transaction code you are entering here. Clear? Any questions here till here? This is the basic things. Okay. Now again SCC4 I said no. SCC4 is nothing but like it is a client information, like the server information. Whatever which is 800 is client. Okay, which logical system, the system ID it is. If you want to be connect to the some other system, this system to other system, then you are using this logical systems. Okay, so this logical system, it is connecting to the other system connectivity. Okay, so how it will works, like suppose let's say example, I have this SAP ECC system and I have the decentralized EWM system. Okay, so this is also, if I go to here SCC4, this is the client 100, this is the client 100. Okay, this is the client 100 and system is N75. So I'll go to 100, see that what it is configured here. So 100, this is the logical system. So this system to that the other system ECC system is connected. Okay, so they will do some settings and all basis team from connecting to that from ECC to EWM system. So that is not required for you because this is all basis related. Okay, but you just need to understand that how it works like. Okay, they are connecting this system RFC connection from using the connection setup host and all, they will be connected IP address, how we are connecting. This is not required, but what will happen? What? Hello, can you go on mute, Saravan? Okay. So what will be happen? I'll do one thing. I will just create one product name. Just roughly, I will just create a one product name. I'll show you how it will works. It is okay. So if it is a decentralized system, I'm just creating the product order. Product. I'm creating the product. One example. I'm just creating any of the product like material number. I'm just creating one material. I'm just creating the product like okay. So wherever it is not required, I'm just skipping that. Okay, I'll tell you what this is actual material, how we can create. In future, we'll discuss about that. I'm just displaying that how this will works actually in the other system, how it will go. Okay, I've just created one material number. Okay, just I'm just showing the example. This material number was created. Okay, so what I'm doing this material, I need to be sending this information to EWM system. So what I will do, I just sending this information to the other EWM model. So what they will do, I will just sending this material to their EWM system. Okay. So this is the N75 is the EWM system, right, which we are discussed last time, right? Just now we discussed that N75 is the EWM system. So I'm just sending this information to other system. So now I'll just sending this information. I'm checking models and everything. Okay, let me stop this one. I'll share now only material number. No? So what will be happen once it is completed? Okay, what will be happen? This material was automatically distributed to other systems. So this is the distribution model. Okay, so I'm just showing that how it works from the connectivity from the one system to other systems also. Okay, so when there is a two different systems, which is one is EC system, one is EWM system or APO system or SRM system or CRM system. The data will be distributed based on the distribution models under the logical systems. Okay, so this is not required for MM, but I'm just showing to you for information. Okay, clear? So I'm just ignore this one. Let's ignore. Ignore that. So what will be happen here? So when it is activated, generally the information will be displayed here in the other systems which we created in the here in the EWM system, in the EC system, whatever we created, it will display here the systems, the products here. So /n/SCWM /mat1. So it will display like here. Whatever the information it is there, it will display here. The material numbers, information, all it was coming from that system to here, from the system to here. So this is the distribution. It is just I'm just showing that. So it means that it is not required same client ID for all the systems. It might be different for the each and every client, every system. It depends on the server what they planned. So the same way, even development system, quality system, production system also different client IDs will be there. Clear? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So development system, what we discussed in the earlier development system, what is the purpose of development system? What is the purpose of the development system? Designing phase, right? If you want to do some configuration or customization, any setup you want to do, that you will do in the development system, right? What is the purpose of quality system? What is the purpose of quality system?
To test the system.
Yeah, to test that from your point of view or maybe user point of view. Okay, our training, we can do all this testing and all we can do in the quality system. And the production system is a live system, right? So when it is like development system, there is a client ID 100 or 200 or 300, or quality system it is 400, 500, like production system 600, 700, like it depends on the what client they are using. Okay, what the client they are designed the client ID. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so it is what we discussed just now, this RFC destination connections and all. If you have the other system connectivity, then only it will work. Okay, normal systems and all we don't need that. Okay, clear? Okay, now I'm just logging to this system. Okay, now I'm getting this message right here. What is this message? What is this message? See here,
It says
continue.
multiple logins.
Yeah, multiple logins. So you already log in somewhere. Now you are trying to log in again with the same user ID password. So what will be happen? Either you have to be terminate or they have to be terminate. Whatever it's login. Okay. So if I selected this one, what will be happen? My previous login will be disconnected. If I see that the previous login was disconnected. Clear? So some systems how it will be like, they will be allowing that multiple systems also, multiple logins also, same user ID multiple logins. Okay, so those cases how it will be like, even if you are login, even the same client, same user ID, same password. Okay, the Shravan also can log in. Okay, so the multiple people can log in. So in that case, you will get some other radio button. It will display that somebody already logged in your system. Do you want to continue again to log in? Okay, so multiple logins also it is possible. How it will be easy, how it is possible? Because it depends on the what configuration here they log in here. So in here they log in that they will put in that it is only one restricted. They will be restricted that it is only one can be login, not multiple logins. Okay, they will put that it is only single login you cannot do. Okay, like they have to be they will be putting in the customization setup. Okay, clear? Clear?
Yeah.
Any questions? So they will not give the access to us to change this and all, because if you change that, what will be happen? Okay, they will be putting like multiple logins also, right? So then it's a problem. So in the real time, Okay, they will give individually user wise login. Why it is required individually user wise? Why it is required login? Suppose I'm using the my login. Suppose I'm mistakenly I log into your user ID, and I did something which is like I have deleted some production orders. Okay, now it is impacted my production because the production order is deleted. Now we are not able to produce the stock. So it is impacted the business, right? Because if we are not produced the stock, okay, then the stock defective is there. Then we cannot deliver the product to the customers on time. So whose fault it is? Who did? Who did this mistake? Because I am using the some other login ID and I am just deleting that. So they will check that who deleted this production order, who is the user ID. They will check and they will find that okay, if it is using your user ID and you are deleting that, as somebody is deleting that, it is like they will be coming to you and they will ask that why you deleted, right? So there is something which will be happen, right? Misuse. This is called misuse, right? So that's why each individual user, each individually you have the IDs. Okay. So like maybe I'm using your Gmail and I'm sending some faulty information to someone. What will be happen? What will be happen? We are misusing, right?
Yeah, it's misusing and security purpose.
Yeah, so that's why every user ID have the individual user IDs. Okay, you cannot share to others. If something which is happened, they will highlight to you. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Yeah.
So
Yes,
that's
sir.
why it is a single login. That's why it will be either you have to disconnect or they have to be disconnected. Okay, now in the screen, the front end screen it is displaying, it is all related to users, the end users, and they can go here the folders and they can see that which area they are working, material management, sales and logistics and the production, which area they are working, and going to that. Okay, what you want to create? Suppose I would like to go with the creation of purchase orders. I want to be change the purchase order, display the purchase orders, like okay. All this you can do from the part. In case if you don't know, if you want to go directly, instead of I'm going to the folder, I want to go directly this screen. Suppose I'm just double click on this one. It is going to the create purchase order. Okay. Suppose I want to be go directly. Then what I can do, I can enter the transaction code ME21N. This ME21 will go directly to the purchase order. So the standard process and all, there is a transaction code will be there. That transaction codes you have to be remember, or you have, if you not remember that, then you can go part. Which part you want to go, you can go with the part. If you are from the if you are from the sales, then you can go with the sales. If you are from the production, then you can go with the production. Like that you can go. Okay, if you know the transaction code, you can directly enter here. Clear?
So, is there any like transaction scores for same for everything that we have to remember for sure?
Yeah, you can remember here or you can save that here. If you are using regularly, okay, you can add as a favorite. Suppose I'm just adding that favorite. Suppose let's say I'm just going to this one. This create purchase order is my favorite. Okay, I'm just creating this as a favorite. So it will go directly. It will save in the favorite. So what you once you log into the system, okay, once you log into the system, I can see that it is here. Instead of going to the inside of the folders, I can click on here. So like you can add multiple transaction code. If I'm going to the change, I want to go with change. So I'm just adding this as a favorite. It will go added here. Okay. So like if you want to be go with the purchase requisition I want to be add as a favorite. So then I can add a favorite. So once you added the favorite, once you log off and log in again, it will display here in the top of your screen. It will display. Okay, you can directly click on that. Sorry, this is the EWM, right? Sorry. Okay, sir. So it will come directly here, the top, whatever you added as a favorite. So. Okay, clear?
Yeah, good.
Is it your question or any other different question you are looking into that?
No, it's fine.
It's fine, right? This is fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So suppose you want to be, I will show you. Here you can see that transaction code. If you go here and extras and go to this technical details, then you can see the transaction code here to remember that. Okay.
Good.
So this is the way also you can see the your technical information. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions, Shravan?
No, sir, no, sir.
Okay. And here you can, this is okay, for help and what is the maximum hits and all, this is the default settings and all. Okay. And I just want to show you here one more also. If you see this button was there, no? Okay. So you want to open the multiple screens, like this screens, you want to be open multiple screen, you just click on this one and you can open one more side. So I have opened this one and already it is open one more also. So I can have the multiple screenshots. So I have the 2 screens already open. So like I can open that 8 screens, up to 8 screen I can open, depends on the base system design. Okay, it might be 4 also, it might be 8 also, it might be 6 also. Like I can open multiple screens. So why it is required? Why it is required? Suppose I just open that ME21 and I'm just creating the purchase order. So I don't want to be close the screen. I don't want to be close the screen, but I want to use some other screen to enter the other information. Okay, then I will go with that purchase requisition here. Okay, so I just want to see some information here. I will just go here, then I will go, then the next screen and I will enter that. So I don't want to be closed that. Okay, so in that case I can open the multiple screens. So now I have opened, how many screens I open as of now? I have opened that 4 screens are open. Oh, sorry. So 4 screens you can see here. See here, you can count that 1, this is 1 and 4. You can see in that down H8 4 in bracket it was there 4, 3, 2, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Totally 4 screens are open. So like I can open that 5, 6, 7, see, maximum 6. So it is allowing only the maximum of 6, right? So you can open at a time multiple screens, 6 screens are open. Okay, some systems it like it will open for 8 screens also. Okay, clear? Is it clear? Okay, so suppose I want to be log off all, I want to log off slash and ex slash and ex. If I enter this one, what will be happen? Enter all, it will all the whatever the screens it is open, all it will be closed. Is it clear? So shortcut, it is shortcut. Instead of I'm just manually logging off, I can do by slash and ex. If you not remember the slash and ex and all, what you can do, you can go here you can put log off. So this is the top we called as a menu bar. In the menu bar you just click on that and log off this one. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Suppose I have doubt, sir, instead of this clicking here, do you have any transaction code to open the new screen, new section? So there is a like /o. If you just enter the /o, what will happen? It will be generated. So it is asking to generate. So if I just click on generate, then it will open one more. If I just again putting this one /o and click on generate, then it will again open the one more screen. Okay, so like you can enter that multiple screens. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Now 3 screens are open. Now I am generating one more. So one more screen now open. Again slash O. I'm just entering 4 screens are open. Now I'll be entering one more. So maximum how many I said? How many it is opening? So max it is allowing to me 6, right? So now already 5 is open. Now I am just doing that one more. So now 6 already open. Now see, let me try this again. So it is giving that maximum number of sections are already reached. So maximum 6 are allowing. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Slash O. Okay. Suppose, sir, I want to close one section. I want to be close one section, or I want to go back. Then what I can do, slash and I will just put. Just click on slash and it will go back. Okay. And just click on here, or you can click on here, click on here, click here. Then it will go outside, and it is closing all the sections one by one by clicking on this one. Okay. Clear? Suppose I'm just running, I'm using the some transaction code. I'm in the some other transaction code. Now I want to be close this transaction code. I want to open one more transaction directly. So what I can do, slash n me53n. Suppose I just want to open the some other screen, purchase requisition screen. But I want to close this one and I want to open the other transaction. So then what I can do, I'm requesting that command that slash n, just close this one, open me53n. So I'm just entering this one. Then what will happen? It is open the purchase requisition screen. The older screen was closed. me21n, the purchase order screen was closed. Suppose I want to be keep it this screen is open, but still I want to open one more screen with some new transaction code. So what I can do, slash O me21n. me21 is the transaction code. You can enter anything, but slash O is the giving a command that just open one more section. Okay, so what I'm just giving that, I told right, slash O is nothing but like it will be generate a new section, but I'm just giving that, telling that I want to open the create purchase order or some other transaction code or something which I want to open, or like something which is transaction code. So just I'm entering that. What will be happen? This transaction code was open still, and it will be opened at some other transaction code. Some other transaction code was open. What is this transaction code? This is the invoice code. So my earlier transaction code was still open. See, the display purchase request was not open, not closed, but it is open one more screen. Clear? Is it clear?
Yeah, yes.
So what do you understand from here now? So what are the let's see, I'll just write that somewhere to understand more. I don't have this one. Okay, so now what I said here, slash O. What's the purpose of slash O? Exist from the all the screens. right?
No, like slash O is
Oh,
like
okay,
to
okay.
open new screen, right?
Yeah, good. So slash O is the, I'm just checking that. Okay, slash O is open the new section. Okay. Then what is that? Slash O EX. This is close the all the sections, right?
Oh,
This is correct.
slash NEX, right?
Yeah, slash n ex. Okay, you can put slash n ex slash o ex is something, right? So slash n ex, correct. Then slash n close. It will be slash n with transaction code. If you enter something T code, then what will be happen? Current screen closed and open new transaction. That open the transaction which you operated, right? Then slash n slash o T code. What will happen? What will
Opens the
happen?
new opens the new screen with the transaction.
Yeah. So the current section is still open. Current section is open, and new section with T code will be transaction code will be open. Right? Right? Clear? So this is the way you can operate that your screens. If you in the front, if you are in the the front screen, then it is not needed to enter anything. If you are in the base screen, if you are in the front screen, the starting screen, then you can directly enter the transaction code. Okay, it will go directly, or you can enter that slash n me21 and also there is no problem. Okay, if you are entered the slash for me21 in, then it will open one more screen. That screen is the remaining open, but the other screen will open with transaction code. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Okay.
Okay, so this is the what we can do, the operating of the entering the transaction code. So what is the transaction code? What is the meaning of transaction code?
The transaction is a code that we can access so that
Particular screen, particular
screen.
operations, for what the transaction, what activity you are planning to perform, that transaction it will be in the stored in the transaction. Okay, so this is what we discussed, right? Development, quality, and production. This is what we discussed, right? So in the development
Yeah.
system, customization, configuration might be different client, testing will be in the different client, sandbox will be different client. Again, the quality
That's it.
user testing will be different client, training will be in the different client. It might be different clients, or it may be you can use the same client to do the customization testing also, or you can do testing and training also in the same client, how we are doing now, right? So like we can do it. So it depends on the your client capabilities, how they have planned their landscape. So it is not necessary everyone have to be designed the multiple clients. Okay, why? Because if you are increasing the clients, what will be happen? The space will be every client is occupying some space, right? So when you are doing some transactions, then the space will be might be not sufficient, right? So that's why multiple clients also it will be impacted, because multiple clients again have to be a copy and adding that all the configuration testing data, right? It will be occupying that some space. So in that case, maybe development have the one client, quality have the one client, production have the one client. That is also possible. Or if they want to be differentiate that unit testing and development configuration in the different clients, they can also can go ahead. No problem with that. So multiple clients also will be in the same system. Multiple clients also will be there, or single client also will be there. Is it clear? That
Yeah.
means how I operated now, how I operated now here. If I am using that SAP logon pad, which is the same system server details, but multiple client IDs. Like if I am using here, just log off this one. Here, same I can go here, and I can, instead of using 400, 800, I can use 100. Maybe 100 they are designed for the unit testing, or 800 they are designed for the configuration, or 200 they are configured for the sandbox. Okay, like they can design the multiple clients also. But again, multiple clients, again, multiple different data has to be customized. So it might be, it will be the occupying the space in the same system. So that's why they can go with a single client also. It depends on that. Okay, clear? Any questions? Okay.
So
I'll show you one example also if you want, but I have done. See here, I'm using default is 100, 300, right? Sometimes I can use 100 also, because they are configured in the same system. They have the 100 client and they have the 300 client also. Okay, clear? So like they can use. Okay, any questions here till here? The basic, you understand that how to operate this and this one. Why it is coming? Because we have already opened somewhere. So then I will close that and I will open that. Okay. So this is what. So you can add your transaction codes here. Favorites, in favorites also you can go, and you can go here also. Directly you can go here also. Okay. And I'll just want to show you there also technical information, technical details also, what transaction code you are planning there. You can also, and if you want to be add favorite, change, move, okay, up and down, insert a folder. If you want to be create folder, suppose let's say what I'm just planning in the favorites, I want to be create one folder, okay, insert folder, which is like material management folder, which I want to be store only related transaction code. So I can add in this folder, I can add that all these transactions into here. So I'll go here, I'll just adding the my transaction codes. Whatever the transaction code you want to be add, you can add here in the favorite. This favorite we can add. Or if you want to be up, suppose you want to be up this one, let's go with this up. And it will go up, down, it will go like that. Okay. So like you can, if you want to be add some transaction code, like I enter this one and add favorite, you can add here. Suppose you want to be insert in the transaction, insert the transaction in the folder, you can insert the transaction code also. What transaction code you want to be add? Suppose I want to be add MIGO, so it will be go in the folder. See, it will not display in the top, it is there in the folder. Clear? So like you can create a folder and add your transaction code, or in the top of that also you can add your transaction codes also. Clear? Any questions? Any questions here?
no question.
This is a basics of that. Okay, and you can go here settings also. The settings also you can see that display favorites and list, whatever you want. Do not to display picture, this picture and all you don't want to be, or display the technical names. You want to be display the technical names, display the menu. How you want to be go with that, you can also use that here. Okay. So now earlier we cannot able to see the technical number ME21N, but now it is displaying. How it is displaying? Because I have changed the settings. I have changed the settings, adding that display the technical names also. If I remove this technical names, what will happen? It will not display the transaction code. It will just show you that okay, create purchase order or change the purchase order, like that. But if you want to be know transaction code also, then you have to go in the extras and click on settings and change the technical thing. Clear? It will open the transaction code with the purchase order details, what is the transaction code. So now it is very easy now to remember that transaction code. Clear? Any questions?
Yeah.
So you can see here technical details also. You can see the same information will be there. ME58. Okay, clear? Okay, and you can also see this is all debug related, ABAP related, and objects related information. This is not required much. Okay, but if you still want to see that, you can see the status of that. The when you are login and what is the time, what is the zone they are using, what is the client ID, what is the languages you are logging, all this information you can see here, and which version you are open, HP, like that it will display. Clear? Is it clear? Any questions?
No questions.
Okay. So like here we have the multiple options to do this one.
వినపడుతుందంటే మళ్ళీ మీద ఒకళ్ళు.
Yes, Ravan can go on mute, Ravan.
సార్ ఓకే.
Okay. Okay. So any questions till here? Till here any questions?
సార్
Everything is clear.
Okay. Now I think this is the basic things. This is the enough to start that SAP login pad. Okay. So tomorrow we'll try to understand that. We'll start the organized structure. So what is the meaning of organized structure? What is the meaning of organized structure? So if you have started your business, okay, you have the company details, registered company address, okay, registered GST number, and registered plants, branches, manufacturing plant, sales points, okay, locations, different locations. All this information will be there, no? So it is a part of that every module. So in MM also we have the structure of the organization, the entrepreneurial structure. It is the enterprise structure. Okay, clear? So we'll discuss tomorrow, which is going to the MM, completely MM. So the basics you understand, right? So any questions on that basics?
No questions, sir.
Okay. So tomorrow, from tomorrow onwards, we'll just go with the MM, detailed MM process steps. Okay. Then we'll start that, how to operate that. So now you understand that how to log into the SAP system, how to operate that SAP, right?
సార్ కెన్ యూ సెండ్ మీ ద టుడేస్ వీడియో సార్?
Yeah, sure, sure. I will send you.
Again and again so that I can understand.
Sure, sure, sure. Anyway, we keep when we are doing, keep on doing the same steps. No, you will be remember that. No, don't worry about that. This today is completely basic only. But even I have shared yesterday also the past videos also we have shared, right? You got that? Did you refer that?
I got only two past two videos, like
You
the
didn't.
one demo and the first class. I didn't got the second one.
You didn't get.
No, I got only two videos.